And action. Okay, we got two new Sensit gas meters going on engines 461 and 462. Chief wanted me to go over some differences between them. Oh, they look similar, they do function similar, there's a couple things you guys got to know. Anyways, this is the Sensit Gold. We've been running this for the last decade or so, and this is the G2 that we are upgrading to. You can see it's a little bit bigger, not much. The screen display is bigger and a little more crisp, easier to read. Any questions, you can read the manual. Half the stuff in here does not apply to us as fire departments, so if you're reading through it and you find some tests or some kind of application, doesn't make any sense, it's probably nothing that we need to know. So anyways, that'll be in the case with it. Alright, without further ado, firing up is basically the same. You get your A, B, C buttons, power on is A, and back button is A, your menu and select button is B, and scrolling through what you want is C, and zeroing out is C. So hold it down, make a beep, graphic will show up. It takes a little longer to go through the testing on this one than it did the prior ones. Same lights at the front there, ready, low, and 1, 2, 3 hazard. Ready will be green, low will be amber, these will be red. And you saw the different colors on the back light there. The only two you're really going to see besides on the fire up there, the startup menu, is going to be this Indiglow, which would be on your regular menu. But if any hazard or alarms are tripped, it's going to turn red with that, the whole thing. The back light does shut down when you get to a well-lit environment, so a really lit room or outside, obviously. Here's a cool thing. We don't have to wait in suspense anymore to know when the next calibration is due, because it tells us on the startup menu there. Now, as you can see, the screen's roughly the same. It's going to show your O2 at the bottom there, natural gas LEL at the top, carbon dioxide parts per million there, and your H2S. We also have a battery meter, so no more waiting suspense for that battery life or for this thing to shut down when you're in the middle of a call, because we don't know how fun that is. Another thing this is going to show, if you come into like what we call a non-standard combustible, so if you're detecting propane or butane, an NSC logo is going to show up as well. I don't know where it's going to show up because I haven't seen it yet, but it's something that this does that the Sensit Golds did not do. You notice too, there's no scrolling wheel on the side here as in this one to do your pinpoint leak search. To get to that menu, what you're going to do is press B. So select test and tick are the two options. However, if you try to go to your select test, those are tests we do not have installed because they don't apply to us. So if you press B, all you're going to do is press B again. The tick's going to set its own rhythm. As you point the sensor, the filter there to it, it'll get quicker as you get closer. And every time you want to reset it or reset the sensitivity, zero it out, hit that, and it'll reset to this rhythm. This bar graph also shows up, so I was told that as you have less sensitivity, each of these bars disappears. When it becomes more sensitive, they reappear. When you want the ticking to stop, just hit A. Another thing that's going to be different is the battery. You do depress this yellow and slide the black cover off as you would the gold. However, this does have a set screw in there. It is a Torx 10. This does come with an Allen wrench, Torx 10 there, which will be in each of the cases. However, I see that getting lost, so I will have an extra one in my kit if something happens. And what you want to do, depress this with like a flathead screwdriver or a coin. I'm actually going to be including a coin, nickel, in each of the kits, so you can use that. Guys, please, no pens to depress that, because that's what pens do to it. They just damage it over the years, and that's why it's kind of difficult to remove this anymore. Another thing is with this, the batteries face up, and here they face down. Not that that matters, but it's just something different. All the parts we have are interchangeable: sensors, the globe, the filter, and the LEL sensor in there. This has a lot of capabilities that it can do, but again, a lot of it doesn't apply to us because as fire departments we don't need it, but we do have what is essential to us as firemen. Shutting off, just the same. Hold down this, It's actually a little easier to shut off, I think. Just hold it down until that goes to power off, because the other one there says the purge down and whatever, the sound shuts off. I don't know. Anyways, that's your G2 meter. I'm fully confident that everyone here will be able to handle that. Any questions, please see me, Sean Burns, or the Chiefs. Thank you.